Okay, hello guys, welcome to our webinar, and today our topic is about the Lightroom settings. As you can see on the screen here is our webinar plan for the following 2 months. It's about the Go Live Operation Masterclass. If you are interested in these topics, please join us every Friday at 4 p.m. So before we start our topic, please spend a few seconds scanning the QR code on the left side and download the Lark and join our Lark Merchant Group. In the Lark Merchant Group, we have official account managers to answer all your questions. You can just take your time to download the Lark. Okay, so I have a little question for you. So as sellers, when you have problems operating the TikTok shop, what do you usually do? Will you use the keywords to search for related questions and solutions in the TikTok Shop Academy? Or you will ask your account manager in the Lark Merchant Group? Or you have other methods such as searching on the Google? You can just leave your comments in the chat. 1 or 2 or 3, you can just type the number in the chat. Okay, so we suggest you guys to use the TikTok Shop Academy first if you have any question, because knowing how to use the TikTok Shop Academy effectively is the first step to run your business. Here is the screenshot of our TikTok Shop Academy homepage. You can just enter it by clicking on this link. Okay, I see many of you have chosen the second choice. Like you will find, you'll look for your account manager to answer your questions, right? It's also a good way. So maybe you can just join our Lark Merchant Group so that AM can answer all your questions. Okay, let's move on to today's topic, the live broadcast room settings. We have 6 main sections. The first section is about the live room space and background layout. The second section is about the lighting. Then we will talk about the live broadcast equipment and the props. And we will also introduce you about the sitting, standing, and also the walking lives. The final part is about the scene optimization. Okay, let's start our first section, the space and background layout. As sellers, how do you usually set your live room? Let's first talk about the live room space. Well, here there are 2 different situations. The first situation is the personal live room. So for a standard personal live room, the space is around 8 to 15 square meters. However, if it is for a team, the standard live room space will be around 20 to 40 square meters. And then let's talk about the background color. We recommend you to use the light and solid color background walls and try to make your room simple and bright. I understand many of you try to add a lot of elements to your background. However, sometimes it's counterproductive. And also try not to use the white background because it is really easy to reflect the lights. However, gray is the most suitable background color in front of the camera. It is visually comfortable and it can highlight the color of the clothing and also the makeups of the host and also the products that you are trying to sell. So you can look at the background behind me. I will show you how the gray background looks like in front of the camera. So here, as you can see, the gray doesn't reflect the light like the white wall. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Here, we will talk about the 2 different live room examples. The first example is the fashion live room. So if you are trying to sell the clothes or trousers, you can prepare the clothes hangers before you start a life. And also you can prepare 1 or 2 mannequins for display of the clothes. And you can also use the carpet to add a sense of luxury to the life room, especially when you are selling the branded products. And if you are sellers of long dresses or the wedding dresses, you can use the round or square display stand because it can better show the advantages of your product. The next example is the beauty life room. So if you are trying to sell the makeups like the lipsticks or the eyeshadows, you have to prepare the professional life table so that you can put all your products on the table and introduce your products very effectively. And also you have to prepare the low back hosted chair, especially when you have to sit and broadcast for a very long time. A low back hosted chair is more comfortable. The last item that you can prepare is the background shelf. You can put all your products on the shelf and use it as your life room background, and it is more convenient for your product introduction. So as you can see on the screen, which parts do you think this host can improve in his life room? You can also leave your comments in the chat. Any feedback? Well, as you can see, yeah, right. The lighting of this live room is not very good. It's kind of dark. Yeah, many of you have mentioned the lighting, and also the host doesn't prepare the professional live table nor the low back hosted chair. Yeah, also the background, right? He can put the background shelf behind him, right? Okay, so in this section, we mainly talk about the space design and the background layout tips. And we talk about 2 examples of the beauty and fashion live rooms. Okay, then move on to our second section. It's about the lighting. So when you look at these 2 pictures, the 2 screenshots of 2 different live rooms, which one you think is better, the left or the right one? Type your answers in the chat, please. Well, I think most of you will choose the right one because the lighting effects on the right live room is way better than the left one. So how to choose lighting devices effectively? Let me first introduce some basic and commonly used lighting devices. The first one is the ring lights, and also the second one is the LED light supplement lamp. The third one is the softbox, and the last one is the spherical lights. So for the ring lights, do you know why it is called the ring lights? Any idea? Well, very simple. It's because it looks like a ring. And the ring light is mainly used for the face and front fill lights. The advantage of the ring light is that it is a very common lighting and very easy to use. However, ring light is a one-way fill light. So as the host, you will need other lights for your live room. And please pay attention that you choose the good quality ring lights, because if you choose a bad quality ring light, it will be bad for your eyes if you use it for a very long time. Okay, the second one is the softbox. The softbox is mainly used for double-side fill lights. So if you use the softbox along with the ring lights, you can create a 180-degree all-round fill light. However, please pay attention. The fill light range of the softbox is only 90 degrees. So the softbox alone is not bright enough. And in order to meet the lighting requirements of different live rooms, you can purchase softbox with adjustable color temperatures. Okay, the last one is the spherical lights. The spherical light is used for fill lights in the whole space. It means you can use the spherical lights to brighten the whole space. However, just like the softbox, the spherical light itself is not bright enough. Why is lighting so important for a live room? Well, a good lighting effect can increase the entry rates of your live room, and it can also make your audience stay longer. And let me summarize the basic functions of the ring lights. So for the ring lights, it can illuminate the front of the host, and the softbox can illuminate the side of the host, and the spherical lights can brighten the entire space. Okay, let's check the lighting angles. As you can see on the screen, there are 4 different lighting angles, like the front lights, the back lights, the set light, and also the overhead lights. And you can compare the lighting effects of different lighting angles. And you can adjust and combine different lighting angles to create a great lighting effect for your live room. Okay, for the light setting, please make sure your light is consistent with the background wall color. And the wall color should not be too colorful, just as I have mentioned before. And also, please avoid using the white wall because it reflects light very easily. Now I will show you guys the lighting devices of my live room. Can you see it? Yeah. So as you can see, there are different lighting devices in my live room, including the ring lights just in front of me, and 2 soft boxes, one on my left side and one on my right side. Okay. That is our second section, the lighting part. So in this part, we mainly talk about the basic lighting equipment and why is lighting effect so important for a live room. We also talk about how to adjust the lighting position and the layouts, and we compared several different lighting effects. Okay, so let's move on to our next part. It's about the live broadcast equipment. I think most of you know that there are a lot of different equipment and devices when we start a live room. For example, the smartphone, the phone holder, radio equipment, lighting, background, small speaker, as well as the radiator. So before we talk about some details, I have a little question for you guys. So do you think it is a must to buy professional cameras for live broadcast? Yes or no? You can just type your answer in the chat. Yes or no? Have you ever used the professional cameras for live? Okay, somebody say yes and somebody say no. No, at the beginning. Okay. If you have enough budget, good answer. Okay, so the answer is no. You don't really need an expensive and professional camera to start a live broadcast. Actually, most of the middle or high-range smartphone in the market are good enough for a live broadcast as long as you have a 1080 pixel camera. So, for sellers, especially for new sellers, you really don't have to spend a lot of money on buying a very expensive, fancy, or professional camera to do your live. Okay, then let's see other equipment. For example, you can prepare a Bluetooth speaker to play light background music to enhance the live broadcast atmosphere, just what I did at the beginning of our webinar. And also, if you have to live broadcast for a very long time, you can also prepare the radiator or the quick charge. Of course, there are a lot of other different equipment like the phone holder, the lighting devices, as I have mentioned before, and also the foam board. You can choose based on your needs. Okay, a little question again. How to solve the problem that the live screen is not clear? How many of you have ever encountered the problem of an unclear live screen? Have you ever had such problems? like your live screen is not very clear. It's so blurred. Okay, and there are several main reasons for this problem. The first reason is that you have a really bad mobile phone, like your mobile phone has really poor performance. Although I said before that you don't need a camera, but please make sure your mobile phone has a good camera. If the memory of your mobile phone is not good enough and your camera pixel is too low, you have to replace a mobile phone with sufficient memory and also the hand camera pixels and stable performance. Or if you have enough budget, you can just buy an external camera or SLR camera to improve your screen clarity. Okay, the second case is that the graphics card configuration is not high enough. And in this case, you have to improve the hardware equipment and their parameters. The second reason for an unclear live screen is about the internet connection. So if you don't have a good broadband, you have to upgrade your network broadband, which needs to reach up to at least 30 M. Okay, we have to talk about the lighting again because lighting is so important for live room. So you can optimize the lighting layouts of your live broadcast room. For example, you can adjust the position or the color temperature of lighting devices to create a good lighting effect. So in this section, we talk about the basic live broadcast equipment like the phone, radio, lighting, and also the background. And we discuss how to improve our live room by adjusting your internet, your smartphone, and also the lighting. Okay.